Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Jupiter High School. I know it's crazy. Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm not. It's Friday. It is seniors' last day. We had the send-off this morning. How you guys see it? I'm assuming that went well. I'm in the past, so that's the future from me. Let's go Warrior Pride, man. I'm going to miss you guys. We'll see y'all have a fun-filled next week. Let's go. Ooh, there's one in the corner. Oh, look, it's all crookedy. We have Rowandi Alfaro. Rowandi, this is from Miss Aldrich. Always going out of his way to help me around the classroom without being asked. There you go. Without being asked, and definitely, I would assume, did not ask for a card. So a true service-oriented person. Alfaro, I don't know Rowandi, so let's go. Let's see. Oh, we got two of them tried to bend these things. All right, well, I'll reward you. And this is Krish Patel. Krish Patel, I know you, Krish. Miss Ellis. Oh, 7th period. I have been in this class. I understand. Miss Ellis. So Krish stayed after 7th period to help stack chairs and clean up another one without being asked to do it. And so we've got Krish. Look at that. It's someone from 7th hour. Let's go 3 because I haven't done them in a while. You can walk on through. You can't rattle me. Go ahead. Let's go right here. We're going to go Joaquin Fonseca. Joaquin Fonseca from Ms. Buscemi held the door for the whole class. Oh, you were a door holder. Next week you could be line leader. So Joaquin Fonseca, Krish Patel, and Rowandi Alfaro are 3 Warriors of the Week. Let's do a bonus one. Let's go one more. Let's go. Crazy. Another one from Miss Aldridge, giving them out. Let's see, Brittany Garcia cleaning up another without being asked. Look at that, just going and finding something that needs to be done and doing it. So there you go, 4 of you as we get out of here. Don't know if I'm going to do next week. Let's see, but I'll see y'all in the halls.
Good morning, Jupiter. I'm Ray Ray.
And I'm D-Trey.
And we have your news for Friday, May 5th, 2023. For the Faculty Friday Selfie of the Day, we have Miss Senecal. She teaches travel and tourism and used to be a PE teacher. She also likes to run and has lived in 4 different states. Best Buddies, please plan to attend our after-school meeting today in room 4106. We'll be introducing our new officers for next school year and celebrating Cinco de Mayo with some fun activities. Seniors, be sure to check your school email for your invitation to Senior Awards Night, Tuesday, May 9th at 7 p.m. We do not want you to miss this opportunity to be celebrated for your excellent achievements. And if you are planning on attending the beach sunrise on May 11th, please stop by Mr. Kovacek's room in 4119 to pick up your event forms.
And your birthdays of the day. Happy birthday to Mr. Lynch, Hunter Cathcart, Christian Davies, Kenneth Domingo Mendoza, Eva Goudet, Melissa Hadaway, Emma Hernandez, Sarah Holling, Justin Holmstrom, Russell Johnson, Jennifer Miranda Godinez, Gabriela Palamba, a.k.a. Kobe, Rylan Pizzuti, and Kayla Wynn. Happy birthday. And now for the Class of 2023 Senior Awards. Top 10 awards to the top 10 students in each class as determined by their HPA at the end of the 3rd grading period for the school year.
Warriorhead, awarded to each senior who earned a 3.5 or above cumulative HPA.
Order of the Era. FHSAA Academic Award that is given to each student who participated in a Jupiter High School sport who maintained a minimum of 3.0 or above cumulative HPA.
Best Overall and Most Inspired. Individual awards are determined by teachers in each department.
100 plus community service hours. An award that is presented for 100 plus community service hours earned per school year from April 1st, 2022 to April 1st, 2023. Logs must be turned in the guidance office 2 weeks before the 1st of April. Albina Abzarova, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring in ACE Media Studies, Print and Magazine, Most Inspiring in AP Microeconomics.
Salimar Acevedo, Warriorhead.
Angeli Adams, Warriorhead.
Kate Adamson, Warriorhead.
Virginia Agrawal, Top 10, Warriorhead, Community Service 300 plus hours.
Dahayina Aguilera, Warriorhead.
Payat Ahmed, Best Overall in U.S. Economics Government.
Jessica Adrucom Canasta, Warriorhead.
Jonathan Albritton, Warriorhead.
Addison Alec, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Alexis Alonso, Warrior Head.
Jacqueline Amaya, Warrior Head.
Matthew Anderson, Warrior Head.
Tora Anderson, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Isabel Anderson, Warrior Head.
Jessica Andreas Martin, Warrior Head.
Drake Andrews, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Jennifer Antle, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Ace Language and Literature, Most Inspiring, Math for College Liberal Arts.
Ryan Arnold, Warrior Head.
Jack Bagatelle, Warrior Head.
Nicholas Bailey, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in Ceramics, Pottery 1.
Riley Ball, Warrior Head.
Brooke Barboni, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Riley Barnes, Warrior Head.
Jenny Barino Lucas, Warrior Head.
Melissa Bash, Warrior Head, Best Overall, AP Art History.
Joseph Bates, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Most Inspiring in AP Physics C.
Savannah Bates, Warrior Head.
Jonathan Bedoya Reyes, Warrior Head.
Tyler Bedoya, Warrior Head.
Reese Bello, Order of the Arrow.
Juan Bell Rodriguez, Order of the Arrow.
Justin Baradesco, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in Prep for Adult Living.
Jake Berman, Warrior Head.
Lily Bermudez, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Andrew Bernston, Warrior Head.
Brody Bertone, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Aaron Binder, Order of the Arrow.
Caroline Blake, Warrior Head.
Abigail Blaylock, Warrior Head.
Aline Blasky, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Layla Blasky, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Ceramics Pottery 1.
Lauren Boland, Best Overall in Math for College Liberal Arts.
Bree Bonato, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Rachel Bonner, Warrior Head, Best Overall in Yearbook Honors.
Jacqueline Barayo, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring, Ace Business.
Kaylee Boswell, Warrior Head.
Alyssa Barauza, Warrior Head.
Leaf Bowman, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Callie Brandt, Warrior Head.
Coral Brimkamp, Most Inspiring, U.S. Gov Blended Lab Econ.
Dylan Brent, Warrior Head.
Cameron Brown, Warrior Head, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Preston Brown, Warrior Head.
Emma Bruck, Warrior Head.
Magdalena Buffenmeyer, Warrior Head.
Rebecca Burston, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in AP Physics 2.
Andrea Butterworth, Warrior Head.
Ellen Cabanas Albor, Warrior Head.
Benjamin Cahill, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Vincent Caldera, Warrior Head.
Shayla Calderon, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Anthony Cajeas, Warrior Head.
Leah Campbell, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Giselle Cardinelli, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Max Carlson, Order of the Arrow.
Ada Carrillo, Warrior Head.
Camden Carroll, Warrior Head.
Dylan Carroll, Warrior Head.
Paige Casey, Warrior Head.
Patrick Castilla, Warrior Head.
Sandra Castillo Leva, Warrior Head.
Skylar Kavanaugh, Warrior Head.
Hannah Cedino, Warrior Head.
Kenya Silas, Warrior Head.
Jillian Chamberlain, Best Overall, Prep for Adult Living.
Maximus Chandler, Warrior Head.
Kate Charles, Warrior Head.
Sydney Chase, Warrior Head.
Connor Chen, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Samuel Chen, Warrior Head, most inspiring in AP Chemistry.
Braden Chiabeta, Warrior Head.
Aiden Chen, Order of the Arrow.
Kojo Ching, Warrior Head.
Aaliyah Shempire, Warrior Head, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Bria Choco, Warrior Head.
Angelina Clark, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Cameron Clayton, Warrior Head. Best Overall, Career Experience. Most Inspiring, English 4, US Econ Gov.
Casey Coffey, Warrior Head, Best Overall in Econ, Finance, Lit, U.S. Government Honors.
Morgan Coggle, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Madison Colavecchio, Warrior Head.
Hannah Cole, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Avery Collada, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Best Overall in Pharmacy Tech 7.
Rebecca Collins, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Patrick Conrad, Warrior Head.
Kaylee Cook, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Matthew Colquette, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Shaylin Costello, Warrior Head.
Jaden Cox, Warrior Head.
Maria Crawford, Most Inspiring, Ace English Language.
AJ Crespo Ortiz, Order of the Arrow.
Julian Cunningham, Warrior Head, Best Overall, AP Calculus AB, Best Overall, AP English Literature and Composition.
David Casano, Warrior Head.
Brett Cushing, Warrior Head.
Olivia Cushman, Most Inspiring in Theater 4 Honors.
Ava Sear, Top 10, Warrior Head.
Kylie Xver, Warrior Head.
Louisa Da Silva, Warrior Head.
Harrison Dale, Warrior Head.
Sarah Darby, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring, Create a Photo, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Morgan DeGanero, Warrior Head.
Christian Delgado Montejo, Warrior Head, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Madeline DeLong, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Grace Damone, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Anthony Depew, Warrior Head.
Jillian Detman, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring, AP Studio 2D Portfolio.
Andrea Diaz, Warrior Head.
Jacqueline Diaz, Warrior Head.
Jose Diaz, Warrior Head.
Jasmine Domingo Nolasco, Warrior Head.
Joseph Domingos, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Riley Duran, Warrior Head.
Elle Downey, Warrior Head.
Alan Drew Hott, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Kaylee Duntman, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Casey Dwyer, Warrior Head.
Sabella Yang, Warrior Head.
Alexandra Edwards, Warrior Head.
Caroline Egan, Warrior Head.
Theo Andrade, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Best Overall, AP US Government, Most Inspiring, AP Spanish, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Alexandra Enright, Most Inspiring Career Experiences.
Denny Enriquez, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Hannah Grace Ervick, Warrior Head.
Olivia Eshelman, Warrior Head.
Annika Espenship, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Giovanni Favela, Warrior Head.
Benedetto Phelan, Warrior Head, most inspiring in game and simulation, programming honors, most inspiring in an AP Computer Science A.
John Familio, Order of the Arrow.
Ben Farley, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Luke Feener, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Alana Fetcher, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Shaylee Fielding, Warrior Head.
Ryan Finnegan, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Jordan Fisher, Warrior Head.
Kirsten Fisher, Warrior Head.
Emily Fishman, Warrior Head, Community Service, 200 hours.
Jacob Fisk, Best Overall in English 4.
Reagan Flyer, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Marketing OJT, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Stephen Foley, Warrior Head.
Reagan Fulmar, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Natalia Fonseca, Warrior Head, Best Overall in Leadership Ed, Training 3.
Sarah Foster, Warrior Head.
Cade Fowler, Warrior Head.
Jack Fox, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Christopher Francis, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Caroline Gabriel, Warrior Head.
Gavin Gaddis, Best Overall in U.S. Gov Blended Lab Econ.
Alondra Galicia, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Lainey Ganelli, Warrior Head.
Danielle Garrett, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Tyler Geck, Warrior Head.
Kelly Gibbs, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Natasha Gibbert, Warrior Head.
Andrew Gibson, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring, Digital Design 1.
Griffin Gilbert, Warrior Head.
Yitzhak Given, Warrior Head.
Allison Glassman, Warrior Head, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Isabel Gomes, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Matthew Ganello, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Lucia Gonzalez, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Best Overall, Executive Internship 3, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Jacob Good, Warrior Head, Community Service 200 plus hours.
Diana Gordish, Warrior Head.
Justin Gorlick, Warrior Head, Best Overall in ACE English Lang.
Peyton Gottlieb, Warrior Head.
Sloan Govin, Warrior Head, Best Overall in Creative Photo.
Hunter Greenling, Order of the Arrow.
Riley Greenstein, Warrior Head, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Hannah Griner, Warrior Head.
Simone Gravenstein, Warrior Head.
Chloe Grisham, Order of the Arrow.
Sydney Grubba, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Best Overall in SGA 4, Best Overall in AP Physics 2, Best Overall in AP Calculus BC, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Chloe Goudet, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Ace French Language.
Hannah Guild, Warrior Head.
Alfredo Guzman, Warrior Head.
Yoslin Guzman Fulgencio, Warrior Head.
Sam Haley, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Drawing 2.
Miles Handel, Warrior Head.
Hunter Hansen, Warrior Head, Best Overall, Ceramics Pottery 3 Honors.
Alexa Hansen, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service 100 plus hours.
Cassie Harlow, Warrior Head.
Luke Harmon, Warrior Head.
Vivian Harpold, Warrior Head.
Samantha Harris, Most Inspiring in Math for Data and Financial Literacy.
Jordan Hartigan, Warrior Head.
Melissa Hadaway, Warrior Head.
Stephen Hernandez, Warrior Head.
Victor Hernandez, Warrior Head.
Paola Hernandez Rivera, most inspiring, transition planning.
Kaylee Herrera, most inspiring, econ finance lit, U.S. government.
Rainey Hicks, warrior head.
Haley Hemstra, warrior head.
Gabriela Hinoso, Order of the Arrow.
Hannah Hires, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
London Hobbs, warrior head.
Jessica Holland, warrior head.
Lauren Holloway, warrior head.
Abigail Holmes, warrior head, best overall in HSC, direct study.
Christopher Huckins, warrior head.
Brooke Huggins, warrior head.
Nina Hughes, warrior head, Order of the Arrow, best overall, AP French.
Marin Hunt, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Bayo Hyun Bo, warrior head.
Trevor Hines, warrior head, best overall in game and simulation design.
Hannah Mediato, warrior head.
Ashley Ingram, warrior head, community service, 100 plus hours.
Jackson Inoue, warrior head, Order of the Arrow, community service, 100 plus hours.
Zane Isaacs, warrior head.
Victoria Excol Delgado, most inspiring, English 4.
Aya Jaber, top 10, warrior head.
Tamaya Jaber, warrior head.
Lauren Jackson, warrior head.
Emily J. Cox, warrior head.
Parker John, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Anna Jarmilio, warrior head.
Ava Jarmilio, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Ashley Jimenez Solis, warrior head.
Alexander Johnson, warrior head.
Sophia Johnson, warrior head, best overall, game and simulation design.
Russell Johnson, best overall, English 4.
Ariel Jones, warrior head.
Emma Jonas, warrior head.
Zachary Jordan, warrior head, best overall, AP Studio 2D portfolio.
Chelsea Joss, warrior head.
Amelia Jung, warrior head.
Christina Kainth, warrior head, most inspiring in ACE, Lang, and Lit. Community service, 100 plus hours.
Hugh Kasnick, warrior head, Order of the Arrow, community service, 100 plus hours.
Connor Keenan, Order of the Arrow.
Breland Kelly, warrior head.
William Kelly, Order of the Arrow.
Athrava Kirkar, warrior head, Order of the Arrow, best overall, American government honors.
Jamie Kippenberger, best overall in ACE General Papers.
Jonathan Casil, warrior head, best overall, AP Microeconomics.
Benjamin Kleinman, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Alyssa Clem, warrior head.
Foster Klett, community service, 100 plus hours.
Caitlin Noblock, warrior head.
Jack Knudsen, warrior head.
Cassandra Coca, warrior head.
Jenna Koenig, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Addison Kondak, warrior head.
Kara Cody, warrior head, community service, 100 plus hours.
Chase Kovac, warrior head.
Kevin Kovacek, warrior head, Order of the Arrow.
Andrew Kowalski, warrior head.
Vlad Kurgankin, warrior head, best overall in AP Computer Science A, best overall in Game and Simulation, Programming Honors, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Kiara Laney, warrior head.
Fasia Leilani, warrior head, best overall in Math for Data and Financial Literacy, best overall in Earth, Space Science, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Julia Lambert, warrior head.
Harlan Lamore, Warrior Head.
Lily Londe, top 10, Warrior Head.
Magnolia Lang, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Grace Laval, Warrior Head.
Benjamin Lehman, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Zachary Levinson, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
David Levinson, Warrior Head.
Emma Labrizzi, Warrior Head.
Amanda Lieberman, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Hannah Liska, Warrior Head.
Adriana Urani, Warrior Head.
Zach Lobel, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Grace Long, Best Overall in Transition Planning.
Jennifer Lopez, Warrior Head.
Leslie Lopez Castillo, Warrior Head.
Kimberly Lopez Vasquez, Warrior Head.
Jordan Loth, Warrior Head.
Jane Laurie, Warrior Head.
Julia Lovell, Warrior Head.
Caitlin Lowe, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Arieli Lubin, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in Marketing, OJT.
Hannah Lubin, Warrior Head.
Logan Lunsford, Community Service, 300 plus hours.
Ariel Leiden, Warrior Head.
Hannah Major, Warrior Head.
Elizabeth Mallard, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Caleb Mann, Warrior Head.
Gabriella Mansback, Warrior Head.
Gabriella Mansfield, Warrior Head.
Mason Marchin, Warrior Head.
Grace Maroney, Warrior Head.
Cassidy Martin, top 10, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Lillian Martin, Warrior Head.
Miriam Martinez, Warrior Head.
Dylan Mastro, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Gonzalo Mateo Esteban, Warrior Head.
Paige Matthew, Warrior Head, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Enzo Mata, Warrior Head.
Malloy Mouch, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Edward McCain, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Lauren McCallum, Warrior Head.
Marin McCammon, Warrior Head, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Anna McCarney, Warrior Head.
Chase McCorkle, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Jack McCrudden, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Jasmine McDermott, Warrior Head.
Kayla McDowell, Warrior Head.
Emily McGrail, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Julia McGrath, Warrior Head.
Lillian McGrath, Warrior Head, Community Service, 500 plus hours.
Noah McKelton, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in Econ FinLit, U.S. Gov Honors.
Ethan McKissick, Warrior Head.
Robert McNally, Warrior Head.
Hayden McFarland, Warrior Head.
Skylar McQuarn, Warrior Head, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Fatima Mendez Rose, Warrior Head.
George Meange, Warrior Head.
Montgomery Mercer, Warrior Head.
Luis Marita Guzman, Warrior Head.
Juliana Mesa, Warrior Head.
Logan Messing, Most Inspiring in American Government Honors.
Sean Myers, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Ava Lee Miar, Warrior Head.
Lily Miller, Warrior Head.
Brennan Millard, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Garrett Mine, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Tanan Malloy, Warrior Head.
Elias Montejo, Warrior Head.
Diana Monteroso Guzman, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring in AP Physics 1.
Caleb Moore, Warrior Head, Most Inspiring, Ace Digital Media.
Xavier Moore, Warrior Head.
Marcela Morales, Warrior Head.
Nicholas Morrell, Warrior Head.
Alexander Mullins, Warrior Head.
Ian Mullen, Warrior Head.
Gerbetch Muller, Warrior Head.
Anna Marraro, Best Overall in Theaters 4 Honors.
McKenna Muchler, Warriorhead.
Bryce Maria, Warriorhead.
Catalina Nance, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring, French 3 Honors.
Brody Nardi, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring in Ceramics Pottery 3 Honors.
Lion Negron Diaz, Warriorhead.
Cameron Nelson, Warriorhead.
Jamie Nabil, Warriorhead.
Alexander Nguyen, Warriorhead.
Ty Ninius, Warriorhead.
Fantasia Norzia, Warriorhead.
Olivia Nowlin, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Alex Noonley, Warriorhead.
Stephen Oberst, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Keely O'Connor, Warriorhead.
Mina Oaklashan, Warriorhead.
Grant Oliver, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Alyssa Ordonez Rivas, Most Inspiring, Intensive Reading.
Leah Oshiemi, Warriorhead.
Michael Overbeck, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Noah Palin, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Eunice Park, Warriorhead.
Kiera Parker, Warriorhead.
Corinne Partlow, Warriorhead.
Root V. Patel, Top 10, Warriorhead.
Eliana Perez, Warriorhead.
Michelle Perez, Warriorhead.
Mackenzie Perham, Warriorhead.
Justin Perone, Top 10, Warriorhead, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Angela Furman, Warriorhead.
Chase Piscata, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Seth Posent, Warriorhead.
Jackson Pratley, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring in Pharmacy Tech 7.
Natalie Price, Warriorhead.
Yashvi Puruhit, Warriorhead.
Gavin Quick, Warriorhead.
Trinity Quick, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Morgan Quinn, Warriorhead.
Lauren Quintana Gonzalez, Warriorhead.
Anna Radovich, Warriorhead.
Savannah Ratiki, Warriorhead.
Gianna Roganese, Warriorhead, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Anthony Ramirez, Most Inspiring in English 4 College Prep.
John Rayos, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Nina Raymond, Warriorhead.
Colton Reeves, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring, Executive Leadership 3.
Walker Reed, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Mia Rosalia, Warriorhead.
Marlon Rivas Posadas, Best Overall in English 4, Best Overall in Intensive Reading.
Kayla Rivera, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Mariana Rivera, Warriorhead.
Michael Ravicchio, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Andrea Roberts, Warriorhead, Most Inspiring in English Literature A, Community Service, 100 plus hours.
Sophia Rodos, Warriorhead.
Lizette Rodea Yamas, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow, Most Inspiring in AP French.
Ian Rodenberger, Warriorhead.
Lily Rodriguez, Warriorhead.
Maria Rodriguez, Best Overall, Leadership Education Training 4, Most Inspiring, Algebra 2.
Yesenia Rodriguez, Warriorhead.
Anna Rojos Castaneda, Most Inspiring, Ace General Paper.
Holly Roma, Warriorhead.
Alexandra Ronzan, Warriorhead, Community Service, 200 plus hours.
Hayden Roundtree, Warriorhead.
Caden Rouse, Warriorhead.
Auredley Ruiz Gomez, Most Inspiring in Developmental Lang Arts ELL.
Joshua Rushlow, Warriorhead, Best Overall, AP Physics C.
Aiden Russo, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Antonio Russo, Warriorhead.
Ashley Russo, Warriorhead, Order of the Arrow.
Arlene Southstein, Warriorhead.
Harrison Samoya Cavillo, community service, 100 plus hours.
Bianca Sanchez, Warrior Head.
Spencer Sanford, Warrior Head.
Taylor Santini, Warrior Head, community service, 100 plus hours.
Abigail Schaefer, Warrior Head, best overall in AP Art Drawing Portfolio.
Jake Shanda, Warrior Head.
Clayton Scharf, Warrior Head.
Jacob Schenk, Warrior Head.
Joshua Schenk, Warrior Head.
Aiden Schindler, Warrior Head, best overall, Ace Link English Literature A, most inspiring, Leadership Education Training 4.
Stephanie Schuss, Warrior Head.
Eliana Schultes, Warrior Head.
Valentina Scabelli, Warrior Head.
Luke Scuderi, Warrior Head.
Peyton Setalansk, Warrior Head, best overall in English 4 College Prep.
Kevin Sem, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Rocco Setafonte, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, most inspiring in AP English Lit and Composition, most inspiring in AP Studio 3D Portfolio.
Anna Sapanic, Warrior Head.
McKenna Schaefer, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Savannah Sharp, Warrior Head.
Porter Shea, Warrior Head.
Mal Shahu, Warrior Head.
Dalton Silverbird, Top 10, Warrior Head, most inspiring in AP Art History.
Connor Skiles, Warrior Head.
Jellica Skorick, Warrior Head.
Aiden Smith, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Megan Smith, Warrior Head.
Kate Spalding, Top 10, Warrior Head.
Kinsley Sparks, Warrior Head, Community Service 300 plus hours.
Darren Squires, Warrior Head.
Palmer Stamper, Warrior Head.
Kai Steckley, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Logan Steiner, Order of the Arrow.
Nikki Stepien, Warrior Head.
Colette Stroh, Warrior Head.
Jesse Sullivan, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Abram Sutton, Warrior Head, best overall in physics.
Anaf Tamid, Warrior Head.
Colton Tellerico, Warrior Head.
Mason Taylor, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Jason Theander, Warrior Head.
Zachary Thomas, Top 10, Warrior Head.
Nicholas Thompson, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Katie Dyroff, Warrior Head.
Madison Torres, Warrior Head.
Maris Torres, Warrior Head, most inspiring, Econ FinLit, US Gov.
Nina Torres, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Olivia Tracy, Warrior Head, community service, 100 plus hours.
Calvin Trudeau, Warrior Head, most inspiring in Ace Digital Media.
Sebastian Tyson, Warrior Head.
Yesenia Val Velasquez, most inspiring in English 4.
Alberto Vargas, Warrior Head.
Natalia Vargas, Warrior Head.
Christian Velux, Warrior Head.
Jose Velasquez, Warrior Head.
Alejandro Velez, Warrior Head, community service, 100 plus hours.
Dan Ventura, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Alicia Villaverte, Warrior Head.
Lily Vincent, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow, community service, 100 plus hours.
Joanna Von Swell, Warrior Head.
Lindy Walker, Warrior Head.
Molly Walsh, Warrior Head, most inspiring, AP Art Draw Portfolio.
Jack Wannock, Warrior Head.
Reagan Warner, Warrior Head, most inspiring, AP European History, most inspiring, AP US Gov.
Logan Watt, Warrior Head.
Erica Wells, Warrior Head, community service, 300 plus hours.
Evan Wester, Warrior Head.
Kaylee Whiteside, Warrior Head.
Annabelle Whitney, Warrior Head.
Matthew Williams, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Eleanor Willis, Warrior Head.
Tanner Wadraska, Warrior Head.
Ian Wolski, Warrior Head, Order of the Arrow.
Michelle Zhao, Warrior Head.
Madison Zaragoza, Warrior Head.
Samantha Zavala, Warrior Head. Congratulations, class of 2023.